The reason I think that housing market has never quite managed to defeat housing crisis is because they're actually one and the same character. Dun 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 dun! What? How can that be? How could housing market, one of the most beloved comic book heroes of all time, secretly be his own villain? Well, think about it. We know that housing market and...
I hate this drawing. Whoever drew this, I hate it. Something about his face. It's just disgusting. That's all.
Housing crisis came to Earth at almost the exact same time. Way back when the comics started in the Industrial Revolution saga, characters were already referencing this mysterious villain. Coincidence? Maybe. But let's think about this. What are our heroes' powers? What does housing market actually do? Well, he distributes homes to people who can afford them. He encourages developers to develop more. He lends money to people so they can get on the property ladder.
He keeps the riffraff out of our neighborhoods. Oh, sorry. He missed one. He missed one.
Does it make sense to conceptualize housing market like... I know it's for the video, but he's like, to like conceptualize it in this way. Like, oh, the housing market distributes homes to those who can afford it. Like, it encourages property development.
Mm-hmm.
Like the housing market isn't like this is the problem. He's doing this for the video where he's kind of personifying the housing market, but he's falling to the trap of acting like it's some sort of unified force that's like doing things,
mm-hmm.
as opposed to just a bunch of different mechanisms that are kind of happening together at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Anthropomorphizing.
Yes.
Which is a big fucking word. It's hard to say. Don't try it.
That's true. That's true.
Hang on. Those are all the exact corollaries of the villain's powers. Distributing homes only to people who can afford them is just the other side of the...
Yeah, poor people, no homes. Sleep in the streets. Oh, I'm sorry.
Adam.
I can't help myself.
Coin of housing crisis power to raise rents and increase house prices. Encouraging developers to develop more is what...
Why do rents go up, Sitch?
Hold on, I'm saving a picture of something to send to you.
Oh my God, is it the thing again? I looked at the last one, but I can't tell.
Led to the birth of gentrification.
Gentrification, that's part of the housing crisis. You have a position on gentrification? Love it.
Okay, well, anyway, what was the first question? Now that I'm listening
Who
again.
cares?
The series' darkest secondary evildoers. And lending money to buyers was the basis of the villain's plot in the 2008 storyline Crisis of Infinite Subprime Mortgages. And
the housing crash, he references
there you
it.
go.
2008.
Wait, let me...
Series' darkest secondary evildoers. 2008 storyline Crisis...
Okay, this is really stupid. So he has this thing, he's like, oh, the housing market does X, but you can see that the reverse of this is also the fault of the housing market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't you do this with anything in existence?
Sure.
Like I just sent you a picture. I sent you a picture. I don't know if you want to put it up.
I can bring it up, sure.
Okay, you want to bring it up. Because all he's doing is he's like, okay.
Oh my God, you made a little thing.
I made a little chart, okay? I just did it right now.
I can't believe you did this on the fly.
Yes, okay.
That's so good.
Is it up?
Not yet, but go ahead, start explaining. I'll bring it up.
Okay, so he's like, oh, the housing market, it distributes homes to those who can afford it. But people who can't afford homes go without them. It's the reverse. Therefore, it's somehow also the housing market's fault. Like you could do this for anything because he's just saying what something does and then the opposite of not having it, right?
So water, you have water bad, water good.
Right. So okay. So, but I'm saying
water
so you could do this
created life.
Yes, you could
keeps
do this
you
with
alive.
You could do this with water. Okay.
Water bad. Too much drowned you. Have to drink it or you die. Oh, pain. Tastes boring. I know. Why can't it be soda pop?
No, but in Ollie's worldview, he's going to look at this and say, look, because even though water does all these good things for you, since not having it does bad things for you, water must actually be bad. Gasp! I've cracked the commie code, guys.
It's so ridiculous.
I mean, you could do the same thing with money. You could be like, oh, well, having money is good because it allows you to purchase goods. But not having money, oh, well, then you can't purchase goods. So money must be evil. Like, this is just such an absurd level, like preschool level take of argumentation. It's pretty baffling to me.
Yes. Excellent point. Excellent point. This is garbage. Garbage take. Sorry, Ollie. Redo your video.
Yes.
It'll only take you like a week.
Of infinite subprime mortgage.
And also it's annoying too because he said debt-based economy. He's including the subprime mortgage crisis into his housing crisis, which is about a completely different fucking issue that have nothing to do with each other whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not nothing, but not the way that he's conceptualizing it.
Mortgages. And final proof, look no further than housing crisis's most dangerous weapon, the one thing that makes this villain feared perhaps more than any other comic book bad guy, the Homelessness Ray. Since the comics began, the Homelessness Ray has claimed countless characters and struck fear into the hearts of countless more. But here's the thing, we already know that it's canon in the comics that there are more empty houses than there are homeless people.
Did you check that stat? Someone
I
needs to
didn't
check
check
that
that
stat. That's got to be garbage.
Are there more houses than homeless people?
Yeah. Oh wait, are you using Google or DuckDuckGo?
I'm using Red Comrade.
If you use Google, it's definitely gonna side with Ollie. Just so you know, it's gonna be like, of course, homeless people everywhere.
So
the ultimate goal, though, is to. I think Ollie probably agrees with us, is to get housing costs down. Correct?
No, that is not his goal.
Oh yeah, his goal is to just. Well, he wants to get it down to free. He wants to.
Our goal is that we want affordable housing for everyone. Ollie's goal is that he wants to steal everyone's land and give it to people that he wants to give it to.
What is Ollie's goal, in all honesty? I mean, how does that work?
Communism. What do you mean?
Like the government just takes all the property and we all get little apartments? What if I want a bigger apartment?
You have to fuck off.
I have to fuck off. Oh, that sucks.
You have to. Okay,
what's going to inspire me to go to work if I can't get a bigger apartment?
Adam. Okay, under Philosophy Tube system, if you want a bigger apartment, you have to show to the party, the Communist Party that rules the country. You have to show them that you're a good comrade, and then maybe
Oh, really? I got to suck a lot of communist dick to get a bigger apartment. Great. That's really going to get me focused on politics 24/7. So
this is kind of funny because it sort of calls into question so much. Okay. So in the US, this is true. There are a lot more houses than there are homeless people. There are 31 vacant houses per every homeless person in America.
31 vacant houses.
According to checkyourfact.com, there are about, hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Okay. It says there are about 17 million empty houses.
17 million. All right.
How many homeless people do you think there
are? Well, just times 17 by 31 and you have the answer.
Okay. Well, I'm just asking you to guess. Like, you think homelessness is some huge scourge that's just waving across the country, destroying everything?
I don't believe in homelessness personally. I think it's a government plot. I think it's a government plot to take our tax money and give it to poor people.
So in the entire country, which is, I think, what's the population? 330 million people?
Yes. Yeah.
There's 552,000 homeless people.
552,000?
Yeah, so a little bit more than 500,000.
That's not a real word.
500,000.
Okay.
Yeah, 500,000 people that are homeless.
500,000.
Yeah, 500,000 people. So that's this big plight, this big scourge that is just destroying our economy. So much so that we have to completely redistribute housing because 500,000 people, okay, a fraction of our country is homeless. We have to redistribute all land and get rid of private property. That's the argument here.
Interesting.
Does that sound like a good idea?
So, but his argument really depends on like stoking people's intuitions about waste, because he's definitely like underhandedly making it seem like those 17 million houses are just, sitting there. No one's even using them. They're totally wasted. Somehow I don't think that's the case. It feels like they're probably in transition, right?
The people are buying and selling them. This is the way the market works. They're not going to just make a bunch of houses and not sell them. They're not going to just sit there and collect dust.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I just think we should point that out. That they're vacant. They're not empty.
Yeah, so
vacancy usually means like, come on in. We have a vacancy.
To be clear, that means that 0.1% of the U.S. population is homeless.
0.1%?
0.1%.